Welcome to Rays of Hope, where inspiration meets possibilities. Join us on this journey as we explore videos that illuminate the path to positivity, resilience, and success. Uncover the truth, mastering ego protection for personal growth. Ego protection is a concept that many of us grapple with daily, whether consciously or not. In a world driven by achievement and comparison, preserving our sense of self-worth can feel like a constant battle. We all have an inherent need to protect our egos, our fragile yet essential emotional armor in a fast-paced and competitive landscape. The pressure to succeed, to be validated by others, often leads us to adopt defense mechanisms that shield us from perceived threats to our self-esteem. But what happens when these defenses become barriers to growth and genuine connections with others? How do we strike a balance between protecting our egos and remaining open to self-improvement and authentic relationships? In this video, we will delve into the intricate dance of ego protection, exploring how it manifests in our thoughts, behaviors, and interactions with the world around us. By understanding the psychology behind our ego defenses, we can equip ourselves with the tools to navigate challenging situations with resilience and self-awareness. Stay tuned to unravel the complexities of ego protection and discover strategies to cultivate a healthy sense of self-worth amidst life's inevitable ups and downs. Understanding ego protection. Understanding the concept of ego protection requires us to delve into the realms of psychology, human behavior, and self-preservation. The ego, as defined in psychology, represents the conscious mind, our sense of self and identity. It is the part of our psyche that mediates between the primitive impulses of the id and the moral standards of the superego. Defining ego in psychology. In psychology, the ego acts as a regulator, balancing the id's desires and the superego's constraints. It manages the reality principle, making decisions based on what is practical and acceptable in the outside world. Essentially, the ego strives to maintain a sense of harmony between our inner desires and the external environment. Significance of ego in human behavior. The ego plays a crucial role in shaping human behavior and personality. It helps us navigate social interactions, make conscious choices, and adapt to different situations. Our ego is central to how we perceive ourselves and respond to challenges, failures, and successes. Understanding the ego's significance is key to comprehending our motivations and actions. The concept of ego protection. Ego protection refers to the mechanisms and strategies individuals employ to safeguard their self-image and esteem. When faced with threats, criticism, or failures, our ego activates defense mechanisms to shield us from emotional harm. These defense mechanisms can manifest in various forms, such as denial, rationalization, projection, or displacement. By grasping the concept of ego protection, we gain insights into why we react defensively in certain situations and how these protective strategies impact our well-being. Acknowledging and understanding our ego's protective nature can empower us to develop resilience, self-awareness, and healthier coping mechanisms in the face of adversity. Factors influencing ego protection. Understanding the various factors that influence ego protection can shed light on why individuals exhibit certain behaviors in different situations. Psychological factors, social influences, and cultural contexts all play a role in shaping how people protect their egos. Let's delve into each of these factors to gain a deeper understanding. Psychological factors. Psychological factors are intrinsic to an individual's behavior and decision-making processes when it comes to protecting their ego. One key psychological factor is self-esteem. Individuals with high self-esteem are more likely to exhibit ego-protective behaviors, such as dismissing criticism or seeking validation from others. Conversely, those with low self-esteem may resort to defensive mechanisms to shield their fragile egos from harm. Another psychological aspect is cognitive dissonance, which occurs when individuals experience conflicting thoughts or beliefs that challenge their self-perception. In such situations, people often engage in ego-protective strategies to reconcile the disparity and maintain a sense of coherence in their self-concept. Social factors. Social factors also play a significant role in ego protection. The influence of peers, family, and societal norms can shape how individuals perceive themselves and others. Peer pressure, for instance, can compel individuals to conform to certain standards or behaviors to avoid criticism and preserve their ego. Furthermore, social comparison theory suggests that individuals evaluate their abilities and opinions by comparing themselves to others. This comparison can either boost or threaten one's ego, depending on whether they perceive themselves as superior or inferior to their peers. Cultural influences. Cultural norms and values provide a framework for understanding ego protection within a broader societal context. Cultures that prioritize collectivism may emphasize harmony and conformity, encouraging individuals to prioritize the group's interests over their own ego needs. In contrast, cultures that promote individualism may foster a more assertive and self-focused approach to ego protection. Moreover, cultural beliefs about success, failure, and self-worth can influence how individuals respond to challenges and setbacks. For example, cultures that stigmatize failure may push individuals to defend their egos vigorously in the face of criticism or adversity. By examining these psychological, social, and cultural factors that influence ego protection, we can better comprehend the complex interplay between individual behavior and broader contextual influences. Understanding how these factors interact can provide valuable insights into why people engage in specific ego-protective strategies and how these behaviors shape interpersonal dynamics and self-perception. Ego protection mechanisms. Understanding ego protection mechanisms is crucial in comprehending how individuals safeguard their sense of self in the face of challenges or threats. These mechanisms are unconscious strategies our minds employ to defend our ego and maintain self-esteem. Let's delve into some common ego protection mechanisms. Rationalization. Rationalization is a defense mechanism where individuals justify their actions, often with plausible reasons, to avoid confronting the true motivations behind their behavior. By creating logical explanations, individuals protect themselves from guilt or discomfort associated with their actions. Projection. Projection involves attributing one's undesirable feelings, thoughts, or impulses to another person. By projecting their own insecurities or negative traits onto others, individuals can distance themselves from these feelings and protect their ego from acknowledging them. Deflection. Deflection is a mechanism where individuals redirect attention away from themselves by shifting focus onto others or external circumstances. By deflecting blame or responsibility, individuals avoid facing uncomfortable truths about their actions or behavior. Denial. Denial is a common defense mechanism wherein individuals refuse to acknowledge unpleasant realities or emotions. By denying the existence of problematic situations or feelings, individuals safeguard their ego from the distress associated with accepting difficult truths. Sublimation. Sublimation involves channeling negative impulses or emotions into productive or socially acceptable behaviors. By transforming potentially harmful desires into constructive actions, individuals protect their egos while also engaging in activities that are valued by society. Understanding these ego protection mechanisms sheds light on how individuals navigate complex emotional landscapes while safeguarding their self-concept. By recognizing these defense mechanisms, we can gain insight into our behaviors and motivations, fostering personal growth and self-awareness. Impact of ego protection. Understanding the impact of ego protection is crucial for our overall psychological well-being, interpersonal relationships, and performance and achievement. Let's dive into how it influences these key aspects of our lives. Psychological well-being. Ego protection plays a significant role in our psychological well-being. When we prioritize safeguarding our ego, we may resist feedback or avoid situations that challenge our self-image. This can lead to a fragile sense of self-esteem and hinder our personal growth. Embracing vulnerability and being open to constructive criticism is essential for fostering resilience and emotional strength. We hope you gained valuable insights into the importance of ego protection and its role in personal development. Stay tuned for Part 2, where we'll dive deeper into practical strategies for effectively managing and nurturing your ego. Thank you for joining us on this uplifting journey with Rays of Hope. Please comment, like, share, and subscribe to stay tuned for more videos that spark hope and empowerment.